Hi people, welcome to another episode of Football's Most Hated. This is episode 3, so if you're new, press that subscribe button. Now, we're talking about a guy who's loved by many but hated by his own. What do I mean by that? When he's got that England top and he's taking his country to the Euro finals, he is one of their own. When he has an average performance, he becomes just a nigger, a monkey, all of the names under the sun. We're talking about the one and only Raheem Sterling. Raheem Sterling at the age of 14, 15 gets bought by Liverpool for about £1 million. Does his things in the reserves, breaks through into the first team and becomes a consistent performer. We all know what happened. He refused a contract with Liverpool and went on to sign a long-term contract for a lot of money with Man City. Media portrayed him as a money grabber. They saw him as a guy that was going to go to Man City and sit on the bench. A guy who's played under Pep Guardiola. And let's not forget, for about 3 seasons, he was one of the first names on that sheet. And in his position, we know Pep Guardiola loves to rotate. Raheem Sterling was one of his most important players. He's had wingers who have challenged him. There was Leroy Sané at Man City. And we saw Riyad Mahrez as well, another excellent player who in his first few seasons wasn't a regular starter. We're going to talk about 3 guys who've seen as world-class wingers in the last decade. You have someone like Eden Hazard, who arguably you will say within the top 3 to top 5 greatest wingers to have played in the Premier League. We've seen Sadio Mane. We've seen Gareth Bale. That's 3 world-class players that have played in the same era as Raheem Sterling. But it's important to highlight that Raheem Sterling is 27. Mane is 30. Gareth Bale is 32, turning 33, I believe. Eden Hazard is 32 years old. Raheem Sterling has 173 goals in 544 games. Eden Hazard has 200 goals in 745 games. Mane has 225 goals in 545 games. Gareth Bale has 222 goals in 646 games. All of them have played more games than Raheem Sterling. I'm not putting Raheem Sterling in the same category as Eden Hazard, but when you're looking at it statistically, he's been hitting similar kind of numbers to these guys. He's given similar amount of level of assists as these guys. Golden Boy in 2014. Footballer's Writer of the Year. PFA Team of the Season. Champions League Team of the Season for a season. 77 caps for England. Remember, he's 27 years old. So he's definitely going to beat that 100 caps. And he will be in the 100 caps club as well. Carried England to the European final. This is a guy that's been accused by the media for having a gun tattoo on his leg, which represented something deep to him because his father was shot. All he's ever done is play. He barely gets injured, gives 100%, has never really showed that bad attitude on the pitch. He could adapt to different system. With England, even we've seen him play as a number 10, on the wing, as a false 9. Man City, we've seen the same. So he's given us consistency. He's been world class for me for a while now anyways. People need to embrace him and celebrate him because all the expectations that was put on him, he has reached that. And right now, to a point where he's going down to Chelsea. Why would Chelsea want him? Because they've seen how consistent he's been. The media hate on him. These guys are just racist. And they can't see a young, successful black man who has beaten the odds and has reached the heights that people thought he'd reach. You cannot be a Premier League player for so many years, being a regular starter, playing for one of the best teams in the world, if you're not a world-class talent. And that's what I say he is. By the end of his career, he's going to be in a bracket where we're talking about one of the best players to have played in this position in the Premier League era. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of it. Put in the comments what you think of Raheem Sterling. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.